Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Dreams of Wind Project. I'm your hostess, Catherine Schaefer. And today we'll be going over an excerpt from the 6th book of my Himitsu Oukoku franchise, Recruitment Adventures. Let us begin, shall we? Within many minutes, the purple spaceship landed on a large planet that had one very large continent and two smaller islands to the north and south of the mainland. The ship landed on the southern island of Midori first, allowing Kachi to get off. Kachi then waved to the ship as it took off and headed to the north. "Wow, I haven't seen a visitor in a long time," a high-pitched voice commented. Kachi turned around. In front of her stood a girl who looked like she could have been 9 years old. She had long, burgundy-pinkish hair that fell to a little below her waist, as well as two little pigtails that came down to just below her chest. She wore grayish-black ankle boots and a grayish-black, long-sleeved jacket over top an emerald-green, spaghetti-striped shirt. The shirt had grayish-black trim at its top, and it dipped low beneath her neck, although not so low as to be revealing. The girl also wore a white pleated miniskirt with grayish-black trim at the top. The girl had a pale complexion. However, what was most noticeable was the fact that her right eye was a very dark green, while her left eye was a bright fire truck red. My name is Kachi," Kachi introduced herself. "What's your name?" "My name is Hanachino," the girl answered. "I'm 9 years old, by the way." "I'm 16 years old," Kachi's eyes widened in recognition of the name Hana. "So, what are you doing here on Midori Island?" "I'm actually on a mission of sorts. One that involves you." "Really?" "Yeah. Is there anywhere we can talk in private?" People were out wandering around, and they were looking at Kachi suspiciously. "You can come over to my house." "No one will mind, right?" Kachi asked. "Of course not. I'm the only one at home, after all." Hana looked at Kachi. "My parents are dead now thanks to an evil woman named Beta." "I'm so sorry," Kachi apologized, her eyes widening at yet another familiar name. The two walked a bit before entering a small Japanese-style house. The duo then sat down on the floor, and Kachi explained the mission she had been given. "I'll come with you then," Hana resolved. "I'm sick of being alone in this world. At least outside this world, I'll not only have lots of friends, but I'll be working for a good cause." "That's a relief," Kachi sighed. "Now that knocks out one objective already." "I know how to knock out 2 more objectives," Hana straightened out. "Not far from here is the capital of Midori Island, Neo City. I've heard rumors that a strange book appeared in Neo City a few days ago. I also know that Neo City is where the majority of the islanders live, so there's a good chance that this Suda girl will be found there." "So, we should head to Neo City then." "That's correct. We can probably head out now." Suddenly, a loud crash interrupted them. Through a nearby window, a figure with a sword flew in and faced Hana and Kachi. The figure had long pink hair kept in a ponytail. She wore a pink samurai suit, too. The figure stared at the duo with piercing pink eyes. "The pink samurai, Beta," Hana breathed. Hana made a leap for a nearby table and grabbed a pair of emerald green bracelets. Once the bracelets were on, Hana's outfit changed. In a flash, Hana appeared to be wearing emerald silk robes. On her head was a leaf crown that looked similar to what certain ancient Greeks would have worn upon their heads. Hana's fingertips glowed a soft fire truck red. "Beta!" Hana stood firmly. "You've always troubled me, but now you dare enter my house uninvited?" "Stop trying to sound tough, little girl," Beta warned Hana. "On the inside, you're still trembling with fear at what I had done. And you're also withholding anger so powerful that it would be considered sinful to be so angry. So, be true to yourself and show me what you really are instead of pulling this facade." "You made my whole space!" Kachi called out. "What?" Beta's eyes widened. In an instant, Yume joined Hana's side. "I don't have a clue as to what the heck happened between you two," Yume started. "However, I have a mission to complete. And part of that mission is to defeat you, Beta. So prepare yourself." Yume and Hana charged Beta, and Beta charged them. In seconds, glaive and sword were clashing against each other. "Let's take this outside," Yume shouted at Beta. Tornado glaive! The hot pink tornado had such close range, nearly shredded into Beta as she was thrown outside. Yume ran outside and continued to battle against Beta in the weapon combat. Yume's glaive blade zipped past the sword blade and grazed Beta. You're not bad, kid, Beta admitted. Beta then gasped. Yume took a close look at Beta. Hana, you virago! Beta snarled. On Beta's arms and legs were a bunch of thin red energy strings that wrapped themselves around each limb and actually entered the limbs. I have never managed to catch you until now. Thanks to Yume, Hana spoke. Yume, now's your chance. Yume backed up a little bit. Shooting star storm, Yume called out. The giant stars fell down everywhere. Yume quickly ran to Hana's side. Aurora meditation, Yume called out, creating the aurora barrier to protect them both from being crushed. The stars rained down everywhere. When the stars finally stopped raining, they disappeared. Yume released the barrier and walked over to Beta. Beta was on the ground panting. Her armor was dented in several places, and there was blood. This is what happens when I get too cocky, huh? Beta asked. When you get that way, I guess you never think to look above you too often. Now, I'm almost dead. Yume, whatever you do, remember this lesson. Never get a swelled head. Ever. Otherwise, like me, you'll be brought down in one shot. Please do me a warrior-style death. With honor. Set me up, please. Yume sat Beta up. Beta grabbed her sword and positioned it by her neck. Thank you for freeing me from my own arrogance and from this cocky way of living. Beta spoke before she stabbed herself. Now, do me the final blow. Remove my head or the death won't be honorable. Please. Yume quickly used her glaive to cut off Beta's head. In seconds, the head and the body turned to ash, revealing a black crystal shard that flew off into space. I didn't think things would be that easy, Hana admitted. I guess I'm not much of a fighter, though. All I can do is restrain and control people. That ability will come in handy on the outside, Yume assured her. Besides, it was only easy because Beta had become too arrogant. She said that herself, after all. So, we'll head to Neo City now, right? I think so. By the way, which way is Neo City? It's to the west of here. You landed on the very eastern tip of the island, so now everything we need will be to the west. Ah, I see. So then all we have to do left is find Suru, defeat Mio, find the book, find the gate, and leave, right? That sounds right. By the way, what was that crystal that appeared out of Beta? I'll explain what I can to you. Those things pop out of a lot of the enemies I've faced. As Kachi and Hana exchanged conversation with one another, the northern island of Kimochi was about to receive its own visitors, as well as deal with its own nasty conflicts. And that was Himitsu Oukoku Recruitment Adventures. Sorry, my dear audience. It's early in the morning. Nonetheless, I will link in the description below if you wish to read this book for yourself. So thank you and have a good day.